Hello, guys. I am Killer Cyber Slayer 99, and today we are talking about what has happened to Halloween. I feel like Halloween is not the same anymore. These days do not ever seem to like to trick or treat. Ever since the pandemic, it's just went down, down. It went low, down low. That's what it is. Downhill. And then you have the movies that they used to have, the spooky movie specials on different channels. 13 Nights of Halloween. Now it's 25 Nights of Halloween. But, it's like these horror films, it's like they don't air any specials these days, especially Cartoon Network. They suck. So, Halloween was a tradition back in the 1800s. It's like I think it's been like 40,000 years ago. But, they would have these Hobbits Fest. You want to look up the origin? I'll give it to you. But it used to be way different than now. I've seen videos about this. So we're going to history.com because I'm going to read this from history.com right here when I want to watch it here. Now, Halloween is a holiday celebrated each year on October 31st, which we all know. And Halloween 2025 will occur on Friday, October. But the traditional, you know, we're going to look at this one. Traditional originated with the ancient Celtic festival and Samhain, whatever it's called, when people would light bonfires and wore costumes toward of ghosts. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designed November 1st as a time to honor All Saints. Soon All Saints Day, incorporate some of the traditions of Samhain, the evening. Y'all don't like this kind of reading, but before was known as Hollow Eve. Ha ha ha. And later Halloween. No, seriously, over time, Halloween evolved into a day of activities and like trick or treat, covering jack o' lanterns, festive gatherings, donning costumes, and eating treats. That's what we do today, but it's not the same. Especially Halloween parties. They don't even play the right Halloween music. It's always got to be the crappy trap rap, but that's, Halloween based trap. And just watch lame ass horror films which suck, especially these new ones. But you want to know also what's going on else? You know, I mean, it started 2,000 years ago, you know, about this. But now, where we have nowadays, it's just boring. People on TikTok are just video recording Halloween specials. So you're not gonna even have this stuff on like other television networks. And it seems like there's especially Cartoon Network where they do it Scooptober. They're not gonna have new episodes of spooky specials in a Halloween film, especially horror. This these new horror films, they do not scare nobody. They suck. Back in the day, especially the 80s and 90s, and even some of the early 2000s, you would have these movies that would come on, especially them Popeye horror films, but they would actually scare you. But um, you would have, especially the movie Halloween, the old one or the original, not this new crap that Halloween brought out, new chapter. That's gonna be trash. But you would have films like that. You would have slasher films come on. Um, you would have certain, like, especially the movies in the 90s. Until the CGI came in um, like not 2020, but not the 2000s. It was like the 90s. These are the classic ones. I'm gonna show you to you youngsters that don't know nothing about real Halloween. We had Scary Movie. Um, we had Casper. We had the Adams Family. We had Ring. We had Scream, which everybody knows, the original Candyman, not that garbage that came out in 2021. We actually had some other ones. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We had that. That was a kick ass one. Um we had The Craft. We had Dracula, Urban Legend. The original Knew What You Did Last Summer, not the new one. Where they had an old Popeye song playing at it. It was trash. Like why that don't even got anything to do with why did they even airing it on in Halloween? It's not even airing in Halloween. Especially it. We had that. We had Chucky, Scooby Doo on Zombie Island, Buffy the Vampire Slayer the movie, and some, especially The Crow. Yep. hmm Um, Luke Palsit and some others. Now, especially from Dusk Till Dawn. Nowadays, these films, all we have is Sinners. But, it wasn't a bad film. It wasn't. It was pretty good. It's been a lot of good reviews. It was at least a one original movie that was basically horror. It was creative. Yeah. The TV specials, those today, do they even do them these days? Like, they don't even do them anymore at all. Jack o' lanterns, no, they just record their phones and they just record themselves doing it. Like, no, back then there was no recorder to do that. You couldn't even do that. Put it on the internet. There was no YouTube in the 90s. There was none of that. And even the early 2000s. Even when the early YouTube, they didn't even do that either. Just had regular Halloween tradition. That's what we had. Ever since the 2010s, you just started to just hit people just recording it online. You just started getting people reviewing movies from the past, not this new crap. You just started seeing that on the internet. That's why I lost its identity because we're in a new era. It seems like nobody really wants to knock on doors and get candy, especially where we're in inflation. On yeah, that's no. Where the candy costs too much. No, yeah, it's all tariffs and everything. You know. Well, and I also got some other ones. Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. Those are another ones. You know, and the soundtracks for Halloween were better back then. These new soundtracks they just trash. Except for probably Terrifier, because it has Ice Nine Kills. What else, man? It's like Halloween these days are so boring, and I know some people say this a pagan holiday, but people just are really only care about today. It's just the trick or treating. Like It's not as much like it used to. So yeah. It's sad to see Halloween coming like is no longer like big every October. I know some people will disagree and some will agree, and it's vitriol, you know what I'm saying, and that's all right because I respect your view on this topic. So yeah, you know, heading away. Happy early Halloween. It's not October, but okay. Like and subscribe for more content. If you want me to review movie, horror films, stuff that's spooky, or top favorite characters of mine, make sure you put it in the comment section, like, share, and subscribe. Because this Halloween, somebody might be coming to get you. But I will see you all next time. Later, later.